More than anything, I'm just tickled over Mr. Obvious's hair. He started using that Rogaine, and look at this, man.
Yeah, my hairdresser does a real good job now.
Yeah, greatest hair ever.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that. All right, so Last Minute Man, and we are in the studio. I'm here with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about on this windy fall day?
We're talking about sailing some bullets through there on the wind. Yeah, we've got a rerun here of two guns we're going to do today.
Yep, the tale of two rifles.
The tale of two.
But yeah, so this is a Savage Axis that Mr. Obvious purchased, what was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, two and a half years ago.
And we did a video on it, and Mr. Obvious was very happy with its performance. And he purchased a couple weeks ago this Ruger American Gen 2, and they're both in caliber 223. And he was not as happy with the performance he was getting out of this, but I think we're being a little too hard on it. But we're going to get out here today and compare load for load what we shot out of the Ruger American with this Savage Axis, and see how it performs. You know, when you pay sub $400 for a gun,
Yeah.
And it shoots pretty good, man, you're real tickled, right? But when you spend closer to $600 on a gun, you start going, wow, I'm not as happy. You know? So I think they're going to shoot very similar, but we didn't get this one on paper, so we're going to do that today and see how she performs. And then next week we'll be taking them, weather permitting, of course. We will take these out to 400 and see how they perform.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick the best bullet out of both of them and then compare them at 400. So that'll be really interesting. So, well, without any further ado, let's get out here and do some shooting.
Let's punch holes in paper.
All right, Mr. Obvious. So we are out here on the range now, and we have got some paper targets set up at 100 yards. And what kind of scope are you sporting on that?
Oh, it is a Bushnell DOA.
4 to 12, right?
Yeah, it's a 4 to 12. It is the Trophy XLT, Bushnell Trophy XLT.
Which is the same scope we had on it in our last video.
Yeah, it's got the bullet drop.
Compensator in
Yeah,
there.
I really like it too. They've done a good job on this scope.
Yeah. So, and it doesn't destroy the bank either, does it?
No.
So, what are we going to shoot first, Mr. Obvious?
What do you want to shoot?
I'd say do the wolf. Let's do it in the same order we did before. And the reason I like to do this is because this is what a lot of people are going to have. You know, when I buy bulk anyway, I buy stuff like this. And I buy IMI and things like that. So this will be in anyone's closet, probably, something like this, in the gun safe. And it's stuff you can take out and plink with.
Yeah.
So this is a 55 grain.
55 grain.
223.
Yeah. And this is a hollow point. Same thing we shot before. Steel case.
Yep. And our expectations are not high with this kind of ammo, but you're more than anything. I'm just tickled over Mr. Obvious's hair. He started using that Rogaine, and look at this, man.
Yeah, my hairdresser does a real good job now.
Yeah, greatest hair ever.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that. All right, so it's just a blowing in the wind. All right.
Well, I'm having fun loading this, I think.
Yeah, man. Well, you just pop them right in on top. One on top of the other. There you go. All right. So 3 shots there, Mr. Obvious. Which target you picking there?
I guess I'll start at the top left.
All right. Let's get a group of 3 shots. See how she does.
Okay.
Now I can already tell you, I'm liking this a little better because it doesn't have that muzzle brake.
Yeah.
It's not so loud that's killing you. So I'll go down there and take a look at this and show you all what it did. And once again, Mr. Obvious will not be happy with this. You can see he had 1 hit up here, 1 here, and 1 there. So yeah, it's liking that about as much as the Ruger American liked it. But at least we're on one side of the paper, so he can use the other side this time. But we're going to do some IMI 62 grain and see if this doesn't tighten up.
IMI
Steel core penetrators.
62 grain full metal jacket.
And I want to point this out real quick. The Ruger American had a 1 in 8 twist rifle barrel, and this has a 1 in 9. So it's been my experience in the AR world anyway, dealing with a 1 in 7 twist barrel. They typically like the heavier bullets. So this 1 in 9 is kind of like a sweet spot, I think. And we'll see how it does here. All right, now I'm going to get down there and take a look. Well, my friends, it looks like we found what this sucker likes. That IMI, look at that. That is sweet, sweet, sweet. So that's under an inch. It's kind of hard to beat that. But we're going to take some of Mr. Obvious's hand loads and see how they do. All right, so in the interest of science here, Mr. Obvious has some 53 grain VMAX bullets. So we know Wolf isn't really like well loaded stuff. That IMI, we'll let that wind die down there. That IMI is actually pretty hot. That's military spec stuff. And I've been very happy with the performance. That's the best I've seen it shoot though. But Mr. Obvious is going to go out here with these 53 grain VMAX, Hornady VMAX hand loads. And what powder are you using here, Mr. Obvious?
H335.
So Hognan 335. And I'm just curious if the bullet weight is going to make as big of a difference as we're seeing.
Okay, we're going to the next target over.
Yes, sir.
I think I have one flyer on that one for some.
Well, we'll go down there and take a look. All right. So I think this is a good verification of what I was saying. You see these two were the only two that hit paper. Okay. And the other one must have gone over. And, you know, that's what we're seeing with the lighter bullets. So it seems like this particular rifle does prefer the heavier bullet. And that's consistent with what I typically see with 223 rifles. So we're going to go back to Mr. Obvious here. All right, Mr. Obvious. So what's our next load that we're shooting here?
We are shooting 69 grain hollow point boat tail match with Varget powder. I do believe on this one, yep, Varget powder.
All right, so let's see how she do. And this again is, we're going even heavier, so now we're at 69 grains. All right, so I'll
Give me
get
a 1 inch group.
What's that?
Give me a 1 inch group.
All right.
I don't know what I've done. I can't see it.
All right, we'll go down there and take a look. Well, I am telling you, it is definitely liking these heavier bullets. So again, very similar to this group. This is the 69 grain hand load that Mr. Obvious did, and we're under an inch there. So pretty awesome. We're gonna go on to the next load and see how it does. All right, Mr. Obvious is on to the next, and it is the same bullet, correct, Mr. Obvious?
Yep.
Different powder. So you're using Hognan 335 this time.
This time Hognan 335. The other one we used Varget, but with the same bullet, same primer, same case, same everything.
All right.
Just change the powder.
Let's see how she do.
I like the action on this gun. This gun's just smooth.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we'll get down here and take a look. All right. And again, we're seeing a really good group there. That ain't bad. You're still, but yeah, it did a little better with the Varget. So we'll go back. All right. So Mr. Obvious is wanting to go back with that 53 grain Hornady VMAX and see if he can't remedy what he shot last time.
Yeah.
He's thinking that might have been a fluke.
I'm a hoping. Bottom left.
What's that?
Bottom left.
All right, I'll go down and look. And it looks like Mr. Obvious was correct. This is roughly an inch, a little over maybe, but that was with the 53 grain. And this was the first time he did the 53 grain. And he said, I shot through the same hole twice, and it looks like he may have up here. So that's interesting. He thought he pulled one. So we'll let the viewers decide, Mr. Obvious. I think he might be right, though. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Well, we got to report we make guns great again.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, no doubt, the Axis is out shooting the Ruger.
Well, you know, biggest bang for the buck, I'd have to go with this. Now, if you've seen the 2 weeks ago, we done a video on this.
Yeah.
So we just done a video on this shooting the same loads.
Same loads.
So you go back and do your math. I ain't gonna compare them. I'll let you do the comparison on them.
Yeah.
With what groups you seen, what you like the best. I mean, there's a lot of features. Me and Last Minute really love the looks of this gun, but looks ain't everything.
Yeah, I'm going to say it hurts a little. Because, you know, and this is not, I'm not telling you what to buy, folks. I'm just telling you, because I know, especially YouTube, they got this whole, we're not monetized. We don't do this for money. We do this for fun. And we'd be out here shooting anyway, so we like to do this, and we appreciate you watching. Yeah. But what I can tell you for certain is this Axis is definitely out shooting the Ruger with whatever we put in it.
Yeah.
I mean, minus the Wolf.
Yeah.
The Wolf ammo is just throwing everywhere.
Yeah, both guns is all over the place.
Yeah, no matter what we put in it.
But we did go back and...
What can you say?
We did go back and look at the target with the VMAX bullet I shot. One of them did go through the same hole.
Yeah.
And one of them throwed out kind of far, so we reshot it and it tightened way up.
Yeah.
But one of them I knew I let the gun off.
Yeah.
And that's the one that was a flyer.
But what we can definitely say also with all the data we collected there, it likes the heavier bullets better.
Yeah.
It does.
It does.
And that seems to, my experience with the 5.56 or 2.23 in general is that the heavier bullets tend to shoot a little better. Especially, we had some high winds today, but we're only shooting 100 yards.
It shouldn't affect it.
Shouldn't affect it. Yeah. But, I mean, you know, so take that for what you will. But yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I'm partial to the Savage.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really interesting because when I was a kid, everybody would say like a Savage is it's a poor man's rifle. It's they're not that good, that kind of stuff. That's what I always heard growing up. If it wasn't a Remington,
yeah,
which isn't that funny, but you know how things have changed.
Yeah.
What I can tell you though is I really wish I didn't buy into all that propaganda when I was a kid. You know, it's just what you believe what you're told, or you believe what the guy at the gun store is telling you, or the guy at the Walmart counter, you know, when you're buying a rifle. Savages. Let me tell you, these things shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, even this Axis, which is a budget rifle, this is a sporter barrel. This thing shoots.
Everything I bought in Axis shoots tight groups. 30-06s, 308. You got one?
Yeah.
308
well, I've got a
Savage.
110.
It's a 110. That thing, it stacks them. I mean, bottom line, Savage has got their act together on barrels.
They really do.
It is.
Now, I will say this. Ruger's got their act together on durability.
Yeah.
They make beefy stuff. I mean, it's overbuilt, really.
Yeah.
They're very durable. I love Ruger. I mean, my Gunsight Scout is a tack driver. Mr. Obvious has one. I think our serial numbers are pretty close together on the two we've got. We bought them the first year they came out. And they're both, I mean, heck.
Yeah.
They shoot great. And so it's not a Ruger issue, because Ruger makes good stuff. this particular rifle, and this is a sample size, folks, of one, is not shooting anywhere close to what this rifle's shooting.
Yeah, I may have to call Ruger on it and ask them and see if it's normal for that, or they think there might be a burr in the barrel on this gun. But being a 22 caliber, they're very, very accurate. So I'm skittish about something here. Something just ain't right. But
doesn't pass the smell test.
It don't pass the smell test.
Yeah, there you go. But let us know what you think in the comment section below. Are we being too hard? Are we being fair? I think we're being fair. We're just showing you the data we got.
The exact same load, exact same bullets.
And again, go back and watch this video if you need a refresher on that. I know we've got probably like 50 people that actually really watch our videos. And everybody else, we appreciate you.
Yep.
But please leave a thumbs up. Comment, tell us what you think. We respond back every time if I can. And is there anything to add, Mr. Obvious?
No, not until we do it again.
Not until we do it again. Get out and vote this November.
Yep.
I'm going to say that till it's over. But regardless of what you believe, what you got to do what you think's right. Vote for who you want to vote for. It's a mystery who Mr. Obvious and I are voting for, but
it's a mystery.
But we've got our opinions and we'll keep them to ourselves.
Yeah.
So with that, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man.
Watch us on Rumble.
And subscribe there too.